Hello, I'm Adam Newman. This is my official YouTube channel. Please subscribe and support them. Young and the Restless. Spoilers. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today is a beautiful day to dive into some absolutely unhinged soap drama. So grab your favorite drink, get comfortable, and let's talk about the absolute chaos unfolding in Genoa City. I cannot believe what I just watched. Seriously. Am I the only one who is sitting here screaming at the screen right now? I mean, I have been watching this show for years, and I thought I had seen it all when it comes to the Newman family and their endless drama. But Victor Newman has officially lost his entire mind. And I am not just saying that to be dramatic. He actually crossed a line that I didn't even think existed anymore, even for him. So let's just get the biggest, most insane elephant in the room out of the way first before I literally explode. Victor wants to use Matt Clark as a literal hitman. Yes, you heard me right. He wants Matt to kill Kane Ashby and Phyllis Summers. I am just shaking my head so hard it might fall off. But wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's back up a second because the setup for this is just as crazy as the payoff. So, we all know Victor just won the massive battle and regained total control of Newman Enterprises. The mustache is back on his throne, right where he belongs. You would think the man would be popping champagne with Nikki, taking a vacation, or just enjoying the fact that he beat his enemies. But no, because this is Victor Newman we are talking about, and winning is never enough. He needs absolute destruction. He wants revenge on the people he blames for causing him to lose his company in the first place. And at the top of that hit list are Kane Ashby and Phyllis Summers. And how is he planning to get this revenge? By using the most dangerous, unstable weapon in Genoa City. Enter Matt Clark. Can we talk about this scene for a minute? Matt emerges from the right side of the stage, looking like a total wreck, and he is standing right there in the living room of the newly rebuilt Newman Ranch. Victor actually has him staying in the exact replica of his home gym. The man who terrorized his family, the man who brutally traumatized Sharon, is just hanging out in Victor's personal gym, slowly recovering his tormented memories. I am sorry, but the sheer disrespect to Sharon's trauma is blowing my mind right now. Victor is housing a monster just feet away from where his family sleeps because he thinks he can control him. But here's the twist that is actually making my brain hurt. Right now, in this exact moment, Matt Clark is telling the truth. I know, it sounds impossible, but the guy is sitting there, totally broken, desperately wanting a chance to redeem himself with the Newman family. And Victor, in all his twisted glory, is playing the benevolent God. He agrees to let Matt clean up, take a shower, and gives him food. It is so weirdly domestic and disturbing. The crazy part is that we, as the audience, can actually see that Matt is being genuine. He is full of remorse. But because we have all been watching this show for decades, we are all just sitting on the other side of the screen holding our breath, waiting for the other shoe to drop. Because how long is it really going to be before Matt's dark side takes over and he turns on the very man who is feeding him? You cannot tame a rabid dog, Victor. And speaking of people who have lost their grip on reality, can we please discuss Sienna Bacall? I am literally losing my mind over her reaction to all of this. Sienna actually says she pities Matt. She feels sorry for him. Am I hallucinating? Let's just review the history here for a second. This is the woman who literally bought Matt's alternate personality, Mitch Bacall. She married the guy. And then, speaking history, he actively tried to murder her. He tried to end her life, and now she is standing around feeling pity for his tormented soul? I mean, if a woman who was almost killed by this lunatic can somehow reach a point of emotional empathy for him, I guess the writers expect us to suspend our disbelief too. But I am not buying it. Sienna needs therapy, not a front row seat to Matt's redemption arc. Okay, back to the main point, because Victor's ultimate plan is what is really keeping me up tonight. Victor doesn't just want Matt to spy or gather dirt anymore. He is setting up the ultimate loyalty test. He wants Matt to prove his devotion to the Newman family by committing straight-up murder. He wants him to kill Phyllis and Kane. I know some people are loving this Dark Victor era, but personally, I think this is way too far. Victor has always been a ruthless corporate shark, but ordering a double assassination? That is mob boss territory. Let's look at his targets. First, Phyllis. I get it. Phyllis has been an absolute nightmare lately. She used that AI evidence to frame Victor and Christine. She caused a massive legal circus, and she nearly destroyed Newman Enterprises. Victor hates her guts, and honestly, she deserves to face the music. But having her assassinated by Matt Clark? That is so dark. Remember when they tried this kind of extreme revenge plot years ago? Yeah, it didn't work then either, and it always blows back on the Newmans. And then there is Kane Ashby. Oh my gosh, do not even get me started on Kane. Victor wants Kane dead because Kane dared to challenge the Newman Empire, and has been causing massive headaches. But the irony here is that while Victor is plotting to have Kane taken out in a body bag, Lily Winters is over here making the most baffling decisions of her entire life. I am sorry, but Lily Winters needs an intervention immediately. I was screaming at my television when this happened. Lily shocked everyone, including the audience and Kane himself, by offering him the position of Chancellor. She wants him to run Chancellor Winters. Are you kidding me? Kane literally just blackmailed her using Malcolm's bone marrow. He held her uncle's life hostage to get power in the company, and her response is to just hand him the keys to the kingdom? I am so frustrated with Lily right now. I know she has this deep, complicated history with Kane, and the man clearly still loves her in his own toxic way. But this is a massive betrayal of her own family. Kane was completely stunned by the offer, and honestly, so was I. So now we have this massive collision course set up. Victor's going to absolutely flip his lid when he finds out that Lily just made a deal with the devil and offered Kane the Chancellor spot. Victor wants Kane destroyed, and Lily is over here giving him a promotion. But you know what? That is not going to change Victor's plan one bit. If anything, it is going to make Victor even more determined to test Matt's loyalty. Victor is going to look at Kane's new power and decide that the only way to stop him is a permanent solution. Can we just take a moment to appreciate the wild history of this show? Longtime fans remember when Matt Clark was played by Eddie Cibrian and later Rick Hurst. Those eras were iconic. Matt intentionally targeted everything and everyone connected to the Newmans during 2 separate reigns of terror. He destroyed lives. He is the ultimate Newman villain. And now, in this bizarre twist of fate, Victor is trying to weaponize the family's greatest enemy to do his dirty work. It is poetic, it is insane, and it is definitely going to end in a massive disaster. I am dreading what comes next, but I also cannot look away. Is Matt actually going to go through with it? Is he going to walk up to Phyllis or Kane and pull the trigger? Or is this all going to backfire spectacularly when Matt realizes he is just being used as a pawn? Because let's be real, Matt Clark does not take orders from anyone for long. The second he gets his full strength and his full memory back, Victor is going to have a monster off the leash right inside his own house. I know the writers are setting up something huge here. The tension is literally through the roof. I just cannot get over the image of Matt sitting in that rebuilt gym, eating Victor's food, crying real tears of remorse, while Victor stands over him plotting a double homicide. It is soap opera gold, but it is also so incredibly messed up. And poor Sharon. Does anyone care about how Sharon is going to feel when she finds out Victor is playing house with her abuser? Of course not, because in Victor's world, everyone is just a chess piece. I am going to need a few days to process this, honestly. Between Lily's idiotic job offer to Kane, Sienna's bizarre pity party for her attempted murderer, and Victor turning into a mafia don, Genoa City is completely off the rails right now. Let me know what you guys think, because I am losing my mind over here. Am I overreacting, or is this the craziest storyline they have done in years?